Hi there and welcome to another BlogHandy tutorial. My name is Uwe, I'm the founder of BlogHandy, and today we're looking at how to use BlogHandy on your Thinkific site to add an SEO-optimized blog to your Thinkific site. So you've already been on the Thinkific App Store and you installed the BlogHandy app from there. If you haven't done so yet, please head over to the Thinkific App Store, click on Install, and set up your BlogHandy account. It will be automatically connected with your Thinkific account, and then you can either go to bloghandy.com and log into your BlogHandy account, or you can go here to integrations, click on it, and then you will see BlogHandy as one of your installed apps, and just click on it and you will open your BlogHandy account, and you will most likely see no posts at all if you haven't created any posts yet. So this is your BlogHandy account where you can create your blog posts. You can go to the settings to change a few things. We will look at that in a moment. You can set up authors, you can set up categories, and you can obviously write blog posts. Let's quickly go back to Thinkific just to finish the setup process. So you've got your BlogHandy account, you've got your Thinkific account, they're linked to each other, but now you want to add the blog to your Thinkific site. So let's click on Design Your Site and Site Pages, and let's say you want a dedicated blog page. So we have to click on New Custom Page, and let's give it a name called Blog, page title Blog, and Create Page. Great. So now you should see a blog page, and we have to click on Edit Page. And now I need to add a second section. This will be here, my banner, and then I will click on Add Section. I will go all the way down until I find the BlogHandy option here and just click on it, and it will insert the blog snippet. In your case, it will just show you an empty blog because at the moment you don't have any blog posts yet. I've already created a few blog posts, and let's click on Save. Also, I've already added here in the header menu the blog page, but you can click on Edit Header, and then you can select Add Link. You can give it a title blog, a destination. Your destination would be another page, and then you have to select here at the bottom under Custom Pages the blog option, and you just click on Save. Here you have it. Let's click on Save and then close the editor, and we click on Preview Page, and there you have it. Your blog is loading. You can click on Blog. It's loading here my categories, blog search that you can enable or disable. Also those categories you can enable or disable. And here you have your blog posts. Let's just click on one. And there you have it. Let's click on Back to Blog. And let's jump into BlogHandy to see what's possible right now. So now I'm in my BlogHandy account, and let me quickly show you. We have categories. You can set up different categories. In my case, I want to sell a content marketing course. So I have a content marketing category and I have an SEO category. You can add new categories here. Let's say inbound marketing. I can give it an SEO title and a description as well. And a lot of these fields have question marks. So when you hover over the question mark, it will explain you what we're looking for. All right, you can set up additional authors, and the great thing about BlogHandy is that those authors, they only have access to your blog. They don't have access to your Thinkific site. So you can get external writers, you can get guest writers or an external team to write, and you can give them different permissions. For example, they can only write posts, but they can't publish them. Or maybe an editor who can edit the posts and schedules them, and so on. All right, now let's go to the settings. In the settings, you can set up how many posts you want to see per page. If you want to have a title for your blog, for example here, I just give it a title blog. And when you go back to Thinkific and refresh the page, you will see now the title of your blog. If you don't want Thinkific's banner, you could remove it and you just use the BlogHandy title here instead. You can change the language and all the writing here, back to blog, more, next, and so on. All those different texts can be localized to your language. You can change the date format. And then under layout and design, we have an amazing feature. You can change your blog design. By default, you're on our modern grid design, but let's say you want to change to something that visually highlights the featured image. We have the cover design or the pop grid. I really like the pop grid. And it's as simple as just clicking on that switch and now it changed already. Let's go back to your site and here's the old design and let's refresh the page. And there you have it. That's our pop grid design. And let's go back. If you want it more text-based, go with the soft list, go back to the site, refresh it, and there you have it. So it's as simple as that. You can adjust the design with a switch of a button. Let me go back to the modern grid for now. If you have any additional changes you want to do, you can always reach out to me. I'm happy to assist. We also have a custom CSS field. If you're comfortable with CSS code, you can work there. And we've got a few more settings here regarding sharing functionality. If you want to activate different social media networks, if you want to enable our highlight to share functionality, we've got a commenting system. You can either use Discuss or a Facebook commenting system. So let's jump right into our posts page in order to see how to write a new blog post and how to publish it and how our SEO analyzer works. Let's click on posts and I've already got a few here. You see they're all in the same category, written by me, and here you see the SEO score and they're published. So let's jump into one of those articles and click on edit. Great. So that's our editor. You see the post title here. You can change the status. You can put it into review. You can schedule it ahead of time, or you can straight away publish it, change the publish date. And here you can upload a featured image, which will be at the top of the blog post. You can put it into a category. This is where you write the article, and let's get back to that in a moment. And here we have the SEO optimization part. So you can give your blog post a primary keyword. In this case, because it's about our content marketing strategy, I just call it content marketing for now. I can give it a page title, add a meta description, which is up to 160 characters. For Google, this is how it approximately will look on Google. So here's the title, here's the meta description. And down here I'm getting an SEO analysis, how I'm doing. So my total score is 88%, that's pretty good. I can check here my page title. Okay, I've got a page title. I'm using my focus keyword in it. It's a good length. And let's check my meta description. Perfect. I've got a meta description. It also has my keyword in it and it's also got a good length. And my content, I'm not doing that well, but all right for now. So I'm using my keyword in the URL. I'm not using it in any of my titles within the blog post, so that's not good. It's got a decent length, the blog post. It doesn't have any images, so that would be great to have. The keyword density is okay. So I'm doing pretty good. And by adjusting a few things, adding a title and adding some images, I will have a perfect score. All right, let's go back up to the editor. So there are a few things. The first thing is you can always go into the full screen mode of the editor in order to write and have a better overview. And whenever you want to get out of it, you just click here and you get out of the full screen mode. So here you write your blog post we have a media library, so I can upload any images here. I can select an image to add to the blog post. I can also add any other media such as YouTube or Vimeo videos. And as you write here, it's a pretty easy editor. You can, for example, write a new headline, Content Marketing 101. I just select this text and I give it a heading. And you can see it here. You can also explore the other options here. You can have bold text, italic. You can change the color of your text. And you can do all the other standard things like you would expect in Google Documents or in Microsoft Word. A quick tip, if you copy paste some content from another website or from another editor, it's always best to highlight the entire text and to clear the formatting in order to remove any unwanted styling. Once you're ready, just click on Save Post and that's it. Your post will be saved and it will display on your Thinkific site. If you've got any questions, always feel free to reach out and I'm happy to help. Thanks a lot, have a fantastic day and happy blogging. Bye bye.